guys, so I was not planning on filming today, but I stopped at Books A Million on my way home after work tonight, and I was just browsing and I was going to think about buying the Elite, which is the selection number 2, and then I saw that they were doing their buy 2 get a third book free sale, which they do every so often. I believe I've seen it before, and I think I've even bought from it before. So I picked up 3 books. I was really excited because I got some good stuff, and I thought I would show you guys the ones that I got and do a little mini haul, and then tell you some of the other ones because I didn't know if you guys were aware of the sale or not. So I thought I would tell you, and I'm not sure how long the sale is going on for, but I thought I would try to get this up as quickly as possible. So I'm going to start with the ones I got first because I'm so excited, and then I will get into some of the other ones that I think are good that were on the racks as well. So first and foremost, I'm the most excited about this one. I think I got the last one or the only one, and it was on the very bottom shelf, and that is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. And I was so excited to see this because everybody talks about this book and says it's so cute and adorable and that they love it, and I have been wanting to read it. It just hasn't been like my next kind of go-to book, so I was excited to see it on the rack, so I went ahead and picked that up, and I'm probably going to start this one tonight since I don't have a book to read at the moment. So I got this one, and then the next 2 books I got are from the same series, and that is Delirium and Pandemonium from Lauren Oliver's Delirium trilogy. So I got these 2. I've heard, again, a ton of hype about the Delirium series, and I had not had a chance to pick it up or read it. So I picked up the first 2. They did not have the third one, which I was not surprised about since it just came out in March. But if you have not read them and you are interested in these, then I think it was a good thing to have the first 2 to kind of get you started off. So I got those 2, and those were the 3 that I got. A couple of others that they had that I thought were good books or books that I would buy. They had some of the Pretty Little Liars books, which I almost picked up because I have, I think, the first 4 or 5, but they didn't have the next kind of sequel to what I needed, but they had a couple of those. They had the first 2 Lion Game ones, and all of those books are by Sarah Shepard, so they had those if you're interested in that. They had a lot of Sarah Dessen books, which I'm not a big Sarah Dessen reader. I think I've only ever read one book. I think I read Forever by her, or is that Judy Blume? I think that's Judy Blume. I don't know. They had a ton of Sarah Dessen books. They had a lot of Ellen Hopkins books, so if you've never read Crank, they had Burned, I think there was Fallout, and then there may have been a couple others. I cannot remember. They were kind of separated. They had the Selection, which I was really surprised about and very excited to see. So if you didn't see my last video, I did a review on the Selection, and I absolutely loved it. So if you've been thinking about reading it and you're not sure, you should definitely watch my review first and then go pick it up in the sale because it was on there, the paperback version they had. So that was exciting. On like a separate display, like non-YA, they had some of the Dan Brown books. I saw The Lost Symbol and a lot of his others. There was some Jodi Picoult. I know I saw My Sister's Keeper, which I avoided and ran away from because I've heard that is so sad and I cannot read that. But they had that, and then another great series that I'll tell you guys about that they had that I really, really love that they changed the name of that I'm disappointed in is the Au Pairs series by Melissa De La Cruz, and they used to be called the Au Pairs, and there's 4 of the books in the series, and then I saw this display that they had, and I was like, oh, what are those? Those look very like summery, very like beachy, eye-catching books, and I was like, oh, what are those? And then I was reading the names, and I was like, those are the same as the Au Pairs, and then I saw it was by Melissa De La Cruz, but they changed the series from being called the Au Pairs to being like Barefoot Summer Series or Boardwalk Summer Series or something like that. I don't know exactly. So that kind of sucks. And then they changed the cover, and the covers didn't look bad, but I just like the ones that I have, and I think it's kind of lame when they change the names, especially like I could expect like the visual cover art being changed, but the name like of the entire series from the Au Pairs to whatever it was, I thought was strange. But they still had the same names for the 3rd, 4th, or the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So the second one's called Skinny Dipping. The 3rd one is called something crazy something. And then the last one is called, no, the last one's called Crazy Hot. That's like the most terrible description ever. I'll link them below if you're interested in checking that out because they changed the cover, so I'll put them below so you guys can see what they look like and stuff. If you're interested, they're very, very good, just kind of summery, beachy, girly novels that I think are really fun, and I love them. So I think Melissa De La Cruz is a great author, and I really like those. So I saw those. They had Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson, which I did a review on about a month or two ago. So if you saw that and you liked the idea of that book, they had it. So I think that's pretty much it for the ones that I can remember. I'm probably missing something. I tried to think back of what I saw, and those were kind of the ones that stood out to me. I'm sure that there were a ton of others that you guys have probably heard about that I just didn't remember. So definitely go check out Books A Million to take advantage of the buy two, get the third free sale, because that's a great deal. I got all three of these for $20, which was good, I thought. So I'm excited, and I thought that they had pretty good picks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, my last video was a review on The Selection by Kiera. So if you're interested in that book at all, I'll have it linked at the end of the video and below, as always, and you guys can check that out if you would like. And yeah, I guess that's all for today. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye! And I think that's pretty much you. Oh my gosh, there's a huge spider over there on the wall, which I did not see, and something definitely just flew out of the sky. Hopefully it was dust and not a spider, because, oh. Anyways.